Illustration 1, no mortgage on the shares sold. So when we say mortgage, it is the agreement in which a person borrows a money to buy property and pays back the money over a period of years. So, si Mr. Batanes nga is made a sale of domestic stocks na nagkakahalagang 700,000 pesos directly to the buyer for 1 million pesos. At agreed yung buyer na 100,000 ang installment niya monthly starting from November 30. So, the first installment from November 30 is costing 100,000 pesos. And the second installment on December 31 is costing also 100,000 pesos. So, the total initial payment of Mr. Batanes is 200,000 pesos. So, the ratio of initial payment is 20%. So, the 200,000 pesos is going to divide into the selling price, which is the 1 million pesos. So, the taxpayer is qualified to pay capital gain tax by installment. Under the installment method, ang tax ay mababayadan natin based sa pattern of collection sa contract price. Ang contract price na sinasabi, ito yung kabuuang pera na collected galing sa sa kontrata. It is normally the selling price in the absence of the indebtedness of the shares hold. So, para makuha natin yung capital gain tax payable in every installment is, yung collection is need to divide the contract price then multiplied to the capital gain tax. So, for example, yung collection is the 100,000 pesos, then divide it to the contract price, which is yung 1 million, then multiplied into the capital gain, which is yung 45,000 pesos. So, in the situation of Mr. Batanes, the capital gain tax payable for every installment shall be 4,500. Computed siya as yung agreement installment niya, which is the 100,000 divided into 1 million, then multiplied to the capital gain, which is the 45,000 pesos. So, remember that the selling price is used to measure the initial payment ratio, while the contract price is used to determining the capital gain tax in installment. So, madali lang naman intindihan na yung selling price is ginagamit para makuha yung initial payment ratio, samantalang yung contract price naman is ginagamit para malaman yung capital gain tax in installment. And this is the no mortgage and shares sold. Thank you.
So, I am here again to discuss all about the installment payment of the capital gains tax, illustration 2 and 3. So, let's talk about illustration number 2. So, under the illustration number 2, with a mortgage on stocks but not excess of cost. So, what do you mean about mortgage? So, mortgage, loan used to purchase or maintain home or land or other types of real estate, which the borrowers agrees to pay the lender over time, where the property serves as the collateral to secure the loan. So, yan. Let us, I will read yung illustration number 2. So, assume the stocks were previously mortgaged for 600,000, which the buyer assumed. The 400,000 balance is payable in a monthly installment of 100,000 pesos starting November 30, 2019. The gain and the capital gains tax shall be the same as 300,000 pesos and 45,000 pesos respectively. The contract price of or total sum collectible on the sale shall be. So the selling price is 1 million. So, malalaman nyo kung bakit 1 million yung selling price sa illustration 1 na diniscuss ni Miss Balmes. So, pero anhin ko din, yung 1 million is the selling price ni na binebenta ni Mr. Batanes. So, less the mortgage assumed, gawa ng nagkaroon nga daw ng mortgage, so ililess natin siya sa selling price natin na 600,000. So, the contract price is 400,000 pesos. Kasi 1 million minus 600,000 is 400,000 pesos. So, next is the capital gains tax payable every installment shall be 11,250 computed as 100,000. Yung monthly installment ay i-divide natin sa kanyang balance. So, ang 100,000 divided by 400,000 times 45,000. Yung 45,000 naman is yung ang 45,000 naman ay yung capital gain tax due. Yun na yun. Nakuha na yung ang 45,000 ay capital gain tax due. So, yun. Ita-times yun. So, ang magiging answer ng 100,000 over 400 times 45,000 is 11,250 na kino-considered as a capital gains taxable payable every installment. So, yun ang babayadan niya every month. 11,250 pesos. Let us proceed to illustration number 3, the with excess mortgage over cost. So, assume instead that the stock was subject to 750,000 mortgage, which the buyer assumed. The 250,000 balance is payable in monthly installments of 50,000 pesos starting November 30, 2019. The gain and the capital gains tax shall be the same as 300,000 and 45,000 respectively. The excess of mortgage over the basis of the stocks is an indirect down payment, a form of constructive receipts. So, the contract price shall be computed as follows. So, nandun pa din yung selling price natin na 1 million. So, 1 million less kung magkano yung mortgage na na-assume. So, according dun sa problem natin is, ang na-assume niyang mortgage is 750,000. So, 1 million minus 750,000 is 250,000. So, ibig sabihin, yun na yung collectible, cash collectible mo. And then, next is the, pag-a-add naman natin is yung constructive receipt na paano natin makukuha yung constructive receipt ay 750,000 mortgage minus the 700,000 pesos na nasa illustration 1. Yun yung naging yun ang cost ni Mr. Batanes na 700,000. So, ibig sabihin, 750,000 minus 700,000 is 50,000. So, ibig sabihin, yun ang constructive receipt. And then, so, 250,000, the cash collectible, plus the constructive receipt equals 300,000 pesos. So, nagkaroon siya ng contract price ng 300,000 pesos. So, the initial payment shall be computed as follows. So, nagkaroon siya ng indirect down payment or yung constructive receipt niya na receipt na 50,000. Diba? Nagkaroon siya dun sa una natin competition, nagkaroon siya ng constructive receipt na 50,000. And then, ang first installment niya daw, nung ang first installment niya sa November 30 ay 50,000. 50,000. Eh di, bale 100,000 na. Tapos, magkakaroon siya ng second installment ng 50,000. So, ang total initial payment niya, gawa ng pag-a-add natin na ang constructive receipt na 50,000, the first installment niya na 50,000, and the second installment niya na 50,000 ulit. So, nagkaroon siya ng initial payment na 150,000. 150,000. So, aalamin naman natin kung paano ba natin makukuha ang ratio of initial payment. So, ang gagawin lang natin is, from the initial payment na 150,000, i-divide naman natin siya sa 1 million. Yun yung selling price natin. So, 150,000 divided by 1 million equals 15%. So, yun yung ratio ng initial payment niya. So, the taxpayer is qualified to pay the capital gains tax in installment. So, the capital gains tax shall be as follows. So, for the sale is 50,000 divided by 300,000 times 45,000, and the answer is 7,500 pesos. And for every installment, 50,000 divided by 300,000 times 45,000 equals 7 I'm so sorry, equals 7,500. So, yun lang yung meaning ng illustration 3, or kung paano computing yung with excess mortgage over cost. So, naglalaro lang siya sa selling price, aalamin mo na yung selling price, mortgage assumed, cash collectible, constructive receipt, yan. And also, sa illustration 2 naman, yung with mortgage on stocks but not excess of cost. So, sana natuto kayo kung paano, and nalinawan kayo at na-understand nyo kung paano kumuha ng with mortgage on stocks but not in excess of cost, and with excess mortgage over cost. Itong dalawang to is under ng installment payment of the capital gains tax. That's all, and thank you very much for your listening.